The origin of cannelloni is not very clear, but there are some hypotheses based on historical records and culinary traditions. One possible source is the Tuscan cuisine, where a cook named Giovanni Magi mentioned a succulent timbale of cannelloni in his recipes in the 18th century. Another possible source is the Campanian cuisine, where a chef named Vincenzo Corrado wrote about a large pecoraro stuffed with meat and truffles and baked with a meat sauce, in his book Il Cuoco Galante in the early 19th century too. Cannelloni may have also been influenced by other similar dishes, such as crepes filled with cheese or vegetables and baked with bechamel sauce, which are typical of some regions of Italy, such as Val Tollinato. Cannelloni are also a traditional dish of the Catalan cuisine, where they are called cannellons and usually eaten on St. Stephen's Day 3. Cannelloni, which means large reeds in Italian, became popular in the early 20th century, and are now a staple of Italian cuisine, with many variations of fillings and sauces for. Ingredients for 4 servings: 12 rectangles of fresh or dry egg pasta, 200 grams of sausage, 80 grams of onion, 60 grams of celery, 80 grams of carrot, 300 milliliters of tomato puree, 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of flour, 500 milliliters of milk, grated Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper and nutmeg. Directions: preheat oven to 180°C and grease a baking dish. To make the sausage ragu, heat a drizzle of oil in a skillet and cook the sausage, breaking it up with a wooden spoon until browned. Add the onion, celery and carrot, all finely chopped, and cook for 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Add the tomato puree, salt and pepper to taste and simmer for another 15 minutes until thickened. To make the bechamel sauce, melt the butter in a saucepan and whisk in the flour, cooking for a few minutes. Gradually add the warm milk, whisking constantly to avoid lumps, and bring to a boil. Season with salt, pepper and a pinch of nutmeg and cook until thickened, stirring frequently. To make the cannelloni, cook the pasta rectangles in boiling salted water for 1 minute, then drain and cool them in ice water. Dry them on parchment paper and place a tablespoon of sausage ragu on each one. Roll them up and arrange them in the baking dish, slightly overlapping them. Cover with the bechamel sauce and sprinkle with grated Parmesan cheese. Dot with some butter and bake for 20 minutes or until golden and bubbly. Enjoy your delicious cannelloni with sausage ragu.